John Duffy has made a very unusual choice for a man. He stays at home and looks after the children while his wife goes out to work. John Duffy made his decision against a traditional background.
I come from Glasgow, from the east end of Glasgow, and when I grew up, looking back on it, it was quite clear where people belonged, that women stayed at home and brought children up, and men went out to work. I felt that with the birth of Christine, the first child, that my education started, and I really started learning things, and it really opened up all kinds of possibilities for me of things to do. And I always wanted to spend a lot of time at home with the children, and I like to be part of the way young children are learning things. I suppose the other thing is that part of my relationship with Kathy, part of our marriage, is that things are shared. It was quite obvious that she wanted to be a midwife, that it was my responsibility to make sure she had no hassles about childcare or doing housework while she was doing her training, because I didn't have any while I was doing mine, so it's part of that equality. And the third aspect of it is to do with being employed. You know, why should I, as a man, just be seen as someone who spends all this time pursuing a career for, you know, more salary, a bigger desk, more power, when there are all kinds of other things that I can do? I think that's what women have found very difficult to get their husbands to understand, that it really is an isolating and demanding job. There's a whole lot of work to be done. There's a number of actual physical tasks. None of them might be very heavy, although some of them are. But in cooking and cleaning and tidying and looking after a baby, there must be a couple of hundred tasks off the top of my head that you do during the day. One woman once said to me, "I hope you don't find it easy," and she was obviously really worried because her husband said, "Oh, anyone can do housework," and she was really relieved when I said it was hard and I didn't always get everything done that I wanted. Didn't ever get everything done that I wanted. And that it really wore me out. I didn't actually feel courageous having given up work until I actually started speaking to people over the phone. And I found it very hard. I wanted to rush in and explain what I was doing, why I was at home. I felt that what people were thinking was, this man has just been unemployed. He's not done anything for the past 2 years. And it might not be what they were thinking at all, but it was definitely the fantasy and the fear in my mind that they were going to not value everything that I had done.
Especially their sons.
I've got no fears at all that David is somehow going to be warped or changed by everything. He's got very positive views about being a father or a childminder when he grows up. But he also wants to be everything else which he's supposed to want at his age for his sex. There's nothing to comment on, really. It's just a way of living, and I stay at home and I cook, and you know, they're all still alive despite my cooking. And we get by, and as a family, as a group of people who live together, we have a lot of fun, and we feel we're going somewhere.